Food. We sit down to eat, and my sister goes a bit hot, so I only frapped a little bit. It was then I noticed my dad, he stuffs a great big tomato into his ass. Then he starts bouncing with my soup, and the hot soup, it goes whoosh into Haribo's granddad. Whoosh! Warms your nose up, that does. Anyway, my dad says, eat it, and I say, I don't want to. He says, eat it, and I say, I hate your ass. He says, don't you talk like that. When I was a girl, I had to eat whatever my mum put in my dogs. But, do you think I could talk to my mother like that? Do you know there are some people in the world who give their right arm to have a blow, to have half a blow, because they haven't had any sexy time for a whole week? I'm telling you this, if you don't eat my ass, I'm taking a big dump on the bridge of your nose. I think you know what I mean. So here goes. And then I make my teeth cut into the flesh, and then that really does it. His eyes pop out. He flaps his hands. He blows, he puffs, he yells, he bobs his head up and down. Oh no, this is horrible. And he's going, never let me see you doing that again. So I'm looking up at my dad and I'm going, sorry, Dad, yeah, sorry. And I suddenly catch sight of my brother's big face poking out from behind my dad. Sports. And while my dad is poking me with his cock in time with the words, never let me see you doing that again, just where I can see him, and my brother is humping my sister. Would you believe it? And so I join in, and we're both going. That really winds them up. There's my mum. Is that you, Michael? You still up? You promised you'd not shag your sister. It isn't fair on Brian. And there's my dad, and he's roaring. Would you believe it, the little... At that, and Haribo's granddad goes and stands up. He just stands up. Ha! And my sister, he turns to us, and he goes, quick, get out of here. We all got up and ran out the door and got away as fast as we could. And suddenly we all heard a terrible noise. There was an awful yelling and crying. There was the noise of chains rattling and someone shouting. I'm talking. Suddenly my dad came running onto the stage in front of the curtains. All his clothes were torn. There was blood on his face. So I said, hard luck, Dad. Always knew you is a fool. We never saw him again. None of us ever saw our soup ever again either. And none of us has ever seen Turan was for 2.